So unfortunately, we missed out on our main target, Unai Vencedor. Still, we're not going to get too disheartened. It should give us some money as Simeone's had a bit of a wardrobe malfunction this morning. Horrific, as we got 13 million going towards next year. As the last episode was terrible as well, with the last result, Manchester United beating us 1-0 at Elland Road. But today, we have the season finale. We have Chelsea, Arsenal, Palace, Southampton, Everton, Newcastle, Brentford, and Manchester City. I'm hoping that we're not playing for anything come the last game of the season, because we are 4 points off Manchester United now with a game in hand, and we're 9 points off West Ham. I think the Champions League dream's gone. Still Europa League on, and we have Chelsea first. They're 2 points above us. This has to be played. And rather controversially, one change, which is Rodrigo up front and Bamford on the bench. I don't think we had enough firepower going forward against United, so I'm hoping we can do better here. At Elland Road again, in a big tester against Les Blues. And the camera's ready. What an exciting one it will be today. Come on! Let's get Europe going. I'm guessing the Leeds fans have already booked the flights. Yeah, I say that, it'll end up being somewhere like, I don't know, Hibernian. And Chelsea were beaten 3-0 here in real life. That was a game Aronson actually did pretty well in. He's on the bench for this one as a ball into Luis Sinisterra. Come on, kick it off. Carnival, that's got to be a foul. Some Colombian flair. Has got Butcher on this free kick from very far out. What can Cameron do? Can he conjure something up? Not badly hit. And Hakim Ziyech on the ball coming forward. A relatively quiet first 20 minutes. That's a bad bounce from Miranda into Kai Havertz. If you don't let him Travella, Chelsea don't score. Chelsea have got to be careful with us. No! No, 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 no! He hasn't given a penalty against Kenny Danza. No, you can't give it. Are you sure about that, referee? Bumps him off the ball, but he got the ball away from Sterling. Oh, it's just me clutching at straws as Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang goes to the right-hand side and puts Chelsea 1-0 up. I don't care, though. We've got to let it not affect us. The comeback's on. We clear our minds. Mike Cucurellia's cross is blocked only as far as Enzo Fernandez. Good footwork from the Argentine. I think the only Argentine in our squad is the actual manager as well. Maybe we need some Argentine brute force in our team. As now Jack Harrison just dink that ball into Rodrigo. On a turn, he tries to shoot. Silva's on the floor. Leeds corner ball. And can we try and get Max Wober or someone on this as it's just headed out towards Jack Harrison into Butcher. What a dink ball into Rodrigo. That was a big chance than I actually expected. He was onside as Jack Harrison straight into Christiansen. That's around the corner. That's a tap on from Weston McKennie. Get running. There we go. Weston, keep on going. McKennie, drag that back. It's into Butcher. What a save, Casteels. Still, we should have scored it because the pressure's not letting up. Kai Havertz. That's across the box. Meslier, where have you gone? It's hit his head. Oh, my. Is this Leeds or the circus? Better defending in... I don't know what. I think that was terrible. Outdone by a penalty kick so far. Hakim Ziyech still in a Chelsea shirt, not a Lyon. I loved him in that save. That's a quick 1-2 into Kai Havertz. Aubameyang, the biggest guinea pig, just biting at his chance to score the goal. And a ball now into Sterling. Sterling's joining in the fun. This is a true Leeds crumble. Yeah, we're definitely losing to Chelsea here, and it's not acceptable. I think we changed the team up again for Arsenal. We still have to push on here. Max Wober, our left centre-back, running forward. He could cause something, you know. This is good passing. It's in the middle. Why are we not shooting? Why are we getting a penalty? I mean, I'll take it. Looks like Militao left his big toe in there. So it's going to be Patrick Bamford. I've took Butcher off. I know how to take penalties, as proven right here. Bamford scores. 3-1. One for the goal difference, I guess, as that's against his former team in Chelsea. But it might not be goal difference. No, it's not. Because Sterling goes down the other end to get himself a brace. Some things to be thought about after this performance, lads. Included maybe just a switch up of the team. It's been a quick drab of a game, as Sinisterra. We're still going to try and add one more back. Why not? That's a ball through onto Weston McKennie. Can he get a goal in Leeds colours? He doesn't. Casteels has been on form as well, as that's a ball whipped in. He's not grabbed it, though. Header into an open net. Zakaria in the way. Doing everything to try and grab a goal. Brendan Aronson. That might fall. It does. It's Angus Christiansen. Or Rasmus Christiansen. Finally got to see his first name. First goal of the season for him. in a season that might peter away after a humiliating game against Chelsea. Simeone will have some answering to do as we're loaning out a player here. Uribe should go to Granada next season. We'll do a loan watch at the end of the year when we're getting his loan players back, as Jacob Horton will join to Clermont. Crystal Palace is in fact before Arsenal as well, so another one of Bamford's former clubs. Pascal Scroit coming into the defence with Firpo. The other changes is, of course, Bamford and Willy Gnoto. We're going to go with on the left. Sinisterra is literally Marmite. One time good, one time bad. As we get a good result, Jack Harrison at the double. Foul-mouthed Will Hughes with the other one as Jorginho Rutter asking to play some more games. So I think we've got to play him in them. I don't think he starts against Arsenal, but it all depends on the fitness. As that's James Horton going out first. We're going to be playing this one, and I think we'll be simulating Everton with the highlights and Newcastle, then playing City. Just hoping we have Note to play for. Arsenal level on points with us, so this is a big game in terms of conference or Europa League football. And changes up again. We've took Danzo out. He's absolutely shattered. A lot of players are. So Sinisterra, Bamford and Harrison, with Aronson as well. See if it does the business. Arsenal going with a strong team, but you know us. Another Leeds game. Another just completely different starting team. That's the way. I like it because it actually gets our fitness up on some other players. Gabriel Jesus passed to straight away by Pascal Stroik, but Rasmus, that's it. Christiansen playing very well at the moment with that goal against Chelsea, despite him not doing well defensively. And he's on the ball again. He's been good at crossing lately. That has found Aronson. Aronson goes for it. Not like him to get a shot off clearly as Weston McKennie. That's back post towards the Dane. Into Miranda though, who can pick up on this. He can whip in a ball, but that is woeful. Taking the game to him, you know. Playing well from Crystal Palace. Would have stayed down in London in the hotel. We've been here quite a while, getting used to the capital where Leeds used to be absolutely shocking. Diogo Jota's even in their team as Jack Harrison. Here he goes. He's flying, you know. Can he keep it in? No, he cannot. Sinisterra as well. That's a little nice step in from the Colombian. Looking over the top. Oh, Patrick Bamford, he had one job to head that on. So on top in this game as Weston McKennie. He's got the ball down the line into Jack Harrison, awaiting it again into Brendan Aronson. Oh, goalkeeper didn't even bother moving. If Arsenal even end up scoring in this first, I'm going to be an angry man. Because Martin Odegaard's found a gap, but he can't shoot very well. All over them, but it's the 3 points that we need. These are actually contenders. They're not even above us. It's testament to the job Simeone's done overall. He's had some really bad days, but some really good, as that's a ball into Harrison. Near post Sinisterra. I just know they'll end up trying to counter-attack and score as well as Aronson again. He's put it wide again. Simeone, you had a wardrobe malfunction at the start of this episode. He will be ripping into the Leeds team now, not his own t-shirts, telling them to actually put the ball in the back of the net. We've got the harder run, so we need to be the team taking it to them. Miranda, I think the lads already know that. Juan Miranda keeping the ball very well. Aronson, please, this time, it's getting better. The only bad thing is Weston McKennie's picked up an injury. My player on the bench, the one game I take Mark Rocker out, Stewie Dallas. Here he is, warming up. Long time no see for the Irishman. He make himself a hero under Diego. Straight from the corner, maybe. Sinisterra has whipped that in. It's not found anyone. Aronson getting a good pass down, though. Harrison into Patrick Bamford. Arsenal's attack's actually not as good as ours at all. That's round the corner into Bamford. Bamford might have to turn provider here. That's a decent ball into Harrison. Scored that brilliant header on the opening day against Brentford. Not one since. And now Arsenal are catching us on a counter-attack. Diogo Jota allowed to run and scored. He scored. Jota, man. The Liverpool hero turning Arsenal hero. Jesus, Jota, they're stealing all the previous Premier League title winners to get them into the Europa League. Rutter and Somerville chucked on now. Just a bit more pace if we can get it going for us. I am actually destroyed now. This game's looks like it's been in the bag for us. Just a mid-season, finish is not bad, but that's good movement. It's Stewie Dallas. Stuart Dallas off the bench for Leeds. The Northern Irishman went into an accent right there, but I don't know if I can do it. Oh, am I kidding? It's terrible, but it's like his first game in the league all year round, and little Stewie has scored. Gets in there as Miranda straight round the corner into Sinisterra. Let's get the momentum going right now. Come on, push forward. You can tell we're playing for something because players who don't usually score are scoring, including Christiansen, who was underneath that. Into Stewie Dallas, and we're going to dink that over. That was Max Wober shooting as well as we've got the ball back. Aronson, Dallas. Dallas across this field into Crescencio Somerville. Somerville finds Ramses Christiansen, however you say that name. Get it back in the middle. Stuart Dallas, head that door. Adams has missed. How many more chances? Near post. I've brought a man out by dragging him forward. That's a header one. It's in the back of the goal from Pascal Struijk. Another first-time scorer, and it's the man who was frozen out of the team to start off with, Pascal Struijk. You can have your nickname now as the Leeds United Van Dijk. Header at the near post to put us 2-1 up at Arsenal. Arsenal have got to push forward, and this will leave gaps for us. Go on, Rutter. He loves a goal, you know, but oh, what a tackle, Gunter. That's Bundesliga experience for you. We're going to be counting down every single moment from now. Gabriel Jesus uses Jorginho. We've just got to shuffle across. Keep going. Partey with the shot. That could have led to party time for the Gunners. We've hoofed it out. It's a throw-in as well. Prevented the corner. That is Christiansen at the moment. Personified as no Jesus! No! No, 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 no. No. They've not been in the game at all. And they find a little gap round the corner and squeezed in at the far post. I'm afraid we have to push forward again. We want to be winning this game. Sinisterra into Juan Miranda. That's now into Jorginho Rutter. Rutter stepping away from everyone. He's even getting the ball out into Sinisterra. Come on. Let's get a goal, please. 4 added minutes was nice to us. Stuart Dallas. The footwork. The pass. Tyler Adams has put it wide. That's the chance gone. That was the last chance of the game, and yeah, it's a 2-2 draw with Arsenal. A game we should have won. Against the big team, it's a point. We're still in this race, but 2 extra points there over Arsenal. 3 in total would have been huge. Weston McKennie only out for 5 days. He just seems like some of the games he goes off with an injury and he's just wimping out. Southampton, who we play next, are 17th. Fighting to stay in the Premier League for their status. Like real life, they've even banned inflatable fish for the Grimsby Cup game. That is just annoying. Said I won't go into real life stuff though. So 49 points, still within the reach. Seems like everyone's at the same stage. There's Javi Uribe leaving on loan. And despite the goals, Struijk and Stewie are out of the team. They're both on the bench still, but fitness is key. That's why Somerville's in. We've got to beat a tired Southampton. They haven't rotated. A 1-1 draw. Oh no. Me and Crescencio came in the team and got a goal, but it's a game played over everyone else. And we're still not 7th or 6th. Everton next, who are just a point above us as well. These games today, oh, they have just sat nicely. By nicely, I mean terrifyingly close, as we're going to go with... We're going to go with Sinisterra. Rocking out 80 rated. That's good for when McKennie does leave. He's still going to be on the bench. Sorry, Stewie, but you're all the way out after your goal. Going to go with that team that should be getting the points against Everton. Come on, let's stop the draws. Well, we're at Goodison, you know, which doesn't fill me with confidence. Sean Dyche, in my opinion, Sean Dyche should have been the manager to actually come in for Leeds instead of Everton, but they never made that change quick enough. I mean, I'm saying that whilst technically in this save, Simeone is in charge of the Whites, as this is a chance for us as well. Butcherer into Adams. It's now on to Patrick Bamford. Look at Harrison holding the run. Gets the ball out of his feet. Good save, Pickford. A corner kick for Dwight McNeil. That's towards the edge of the box. Patrick Bamford is up there. Still not cleared it. Harrison. Oh, free kick. Not the one to concede. It's the Italian Grifo who stood over it. Can we shuffle a little bit? Shuffle. Shuffle across Ilian Meslier. Oh, that happens. Grifo scores his free kick. The Italian stallion. Now it's time to take our free kick, but it's not a shooting one, is it? We'll just have to whip it in. Harrison, that is one of the worst crosses I've ever seen. And he was the man to give the free kick away. Come on, lads. A good chance here. No one's really in the box. Adams has overstepped it. Still, he's got the ball into Sinisterra. Lays it off into Bamford. 2 players jumping into each other. We're going to have to settle for a draw if we can even get it. Patrick Bamford onside. No defenders apart from Coleman. Bamford! Patrick Bamford with what could be an important goal. I mean, it's not even getting the points for us, but it's stopping them getting them. Big goal, Bamforders. Hang on, we may still have another chance. Sinisterra, we've got runners ahead of us. He's going to just go around the block, though, is the Colombian. What can he do here? Can he try and pass that off? That's a disguised one. Round the corner. Bamford gets a double. And we will beat Everton in the final minutes. Oh, don't do an Arsenal, though. Don't do an Arsenal. Don't do an Arsenal. Simeone was up there as it's done. Winning at Goodison Park. Get in there. That could be as important as any of the results so far. Couldn't hear a pin drop in Goodison. We're up to 7th. That will do us. There's games in hand, flying around everywhere. I don't care. I really don't, as Weston McKennie will be going back soon. Not yet, though. Got a big part to play, but it will be from the bench for now because I'm going with the same team that's just done the job at Goodison Park. As we need to back it up here at Ellen Road again for the introduction of the Geordies in town. Actually struggling in this career, which isn't the usual thing, as Bamford on a very smart turn. Not bad, you know, as they've got the ball though, and they will have an attack. Miggy. Can't you see? Sometimes Leeds United's defence get tricked by thee, as he's still got the ball. What's he going to do? The Paraguayan, he's going to pass it into Rocker. I'll take that, as Sinisterra gets this ball over the top. Luis Sinisterra, there's men in the middle. That's a cross, that's into Harrison. He almost missed. Off the post and in. Jackie boy with the goal. Just Jack Grealish is a poor man's Jack Harrison. And a free kick to follow, you know. I'm going to go with full power at the floor for Butcher. And a bit too much. Don't really know why I tried that. There's a ball now into Alexander Isak. That's Miggy Alma on again. Isak round the corner. We had to watch that. Luke Ayling got the ball, though. 10-man Newcastle now. I've just seen the red card at the top of my screen. But a last chance for them. We've got to backpedal a little bit. Pascal Struijk and Christiansen on the watch. As it's a 1-0 win against the Geordies to keep up this desire, this fight for leaving the country. Still 7th, no higher. Arsenal are the ones on his tail, though, because I think 8th position is not good enough in this division. Really don't think it's good enough. Brentford playing well. Maybe they actually go with 3 simulations in a row. Because Manchester City at the end, I don't feel confident against the league leaders. Especially when Arsenal have jumped above us now. Manchester United are the team we're chasing. Oh, God. Fair to say as well in it that Champions League's gone. 62 points. We'd have to win both and better the goal difference. Chelsea still catchable for the actual Europa League, but I don't care if it's conference or not. Well, I'd rather have Europa, but I don't care. I just want to be in something. So we're going to be at Ellen Road again, this time for the welcoming of Brentford. If they turn around from that 5-1 throbbing and actually do us in here in our own back garden, I am going to be bewildered. This is a game we win. There's a ball over the top right there into Ivan. Tony skipping away. Tony against Danzo. Penalty. Obvious penalty. Obvious from Kenny. I don't want to see that again because it was actually quite embarrassing. Ivan Toney never misses penalties until now. Until Ilian Meslier saves it. Making up for the free kick of Grifo against Everton. Still the move's not over. Clutches it. Truly does save everything. And still, Stevens with a chance to whip that ball in. We're doing a lot of defending early on. Let's have an attack ourselves, shall we? Luis Sinisterra came short for the ball. It's in towards Pascal Struijk now. Tyler Adams. He went for a tester as we're going to test their back line with a good ball in. Harrison looking for Christiansen. Still, this will fall back into Sinisterra. What a drill ball into Butcher, though. Opened his body up well. And you'll never guess this. It's their turn to put the pressure on from a corner ball. We've got to head this out of our danger zone if we can. Just look at all the movement in the box. Butcher at the near post, I don't understand. Because we've not done enough. It's now Ethan Pinnock, the Jamaican, at the back running past us. Good save. Come on, there's a free kick very far out here. Got to put Butcher on it. He does have the best free kicks. This is Ward-Prowse territory for Cameron Butcher, the youngster. Oh, what a save! It's the end of the game as well. A 0-0 draw. What a save from Strakoshka. I don't know how you say it. The Albanian shot stopper's done his job. 0-0 draw, which will let us down because we might actually get leapfrogged by Everton if they win 4-0. We'll take it to the final game. I'm just hoping Man United and Arsenal don't pick up points. I know Arsenal have Forest and Man United have Crystal Palace. And the Lord has spoken. No, we haven't played and we haven't won, but Tyler Adams finally can play centre mid instead of CDM. I'm going to go with one change because there's one rating that's really spooked me, that Struijk is better than Wober on paper. So I'm going to give us all the chances in the world. Rutter now comfortably better than Rodrigo. I feel sorry for him. I also feel sorry for a lot of these. Dallas, Captain Cooper, I've got to No, I won't sit him on the bench. He's not retiring this season. We'll go with it how it is and see what it can do. But before that, the two players running out of contract are right here, Joel Robles and Adam Forshaw. I'm going to try and sign him up so we don't lose anyone on a free. Forshaw should hopefully take this wage decrease and a sporadic role. He does for an extra year. And I'd rather not be paying other goalkeepers a wage next season. Let's get Joel Robles at the backup. And he does, again, another wage decrease. That'll suit me fine. There's a bit of a loan watch there if you want to pause and have a look. But I'm not going to focus on that. The season's not over until we've beaten City. Oh, at the Etihad, Manchester City. Is there an easier game in football when they're trying to win the league and we're trying to get into a competition? Leeds have done it before. Granted, it was an empty stadium and they're going to do it again because we've got the first chance. Patrick Bamford, we don't bottle these. We lose it straight away. Back to defending as Strike in the way for a Mahrez pass. Still a free kick. When they've got Kevin De Bruyne as well standing over it, no one's safe. Apart from Strike again, he's still doing well as Bernardo Silva looking for Haaland. Oh, Bamford, you've got to get rid of that, mate, because it's Riyad Mahrez on the edge. If we go 1-0 down, I don't think there's any comeback against City. They're coming at us wave after wave. And it's a bad thing, because I don't think a point will be enough for us. Still a chance. I'm trying to work out which the best pass is. Is it left or right? I'm going to go with left. Weston McKennie's just come onto the field. He's definitely onside. He's Sinisterra. Put your hand down, Matty Cash, as that's a ball now into Bamford. Bamford needs to step away. He does so, waiting for support from Ramsus as he's got the ball across the box. It's a goal! It's a goal from Weston McKennie, not even a permanent player. The American in the middle of the box. What a goal it could be for Leeds United. Keep on going, boys. We don't stop there. We're winning. I mean, we've cheated doing the highlights, though, but we're doing the highlights again instead of playing the game, and it's working in our favour. Jack Harrison against his former club with a late pass. It's a goal again. Patrick Bamford in front of the Leeds fans this time. Get in. And that is the final whistle. Is Leeds in the Europa League or the Europa Conference or the qualifying for either one? I don't care what it is, because we've just beaten Pep Guardiola's Man City, or should I say that again? Simeone with Leeds has beaten Pep Guardiola's title-winning Man City. Oh, were they top of the league? Did we stop them winning it? No, we didn't. They have won it as 8th position in the end. The other teams did win games. I feel like a win against City still wasn't enough. That point against Arsenal, if we would have just earned that point against Arsenal, we would have been in Europe. I don't know if we get anything, though. I think we should get a lot of money after season number 1. I won't mind signing Weston McKennie. Will it give us the option? It will not, so I'm not going to terminate it. I'm going to see if it comes up later on. Honestly, what a substitution it was. I do want to check his price as well. Yes, coming back to this menu. Doesn't give us the option. Doesn't give us the price here. Does it give us it on the last? Yes, 34 million. Ooh, it would be a lot to buy him. As for his loan players, Radu's doing very well. Charlie Cresswell, Shelde doing okay. And Joe Gelhar looks really ready to come back and be a backup. He's going to be in the fight for the position as top scorers as well. Bamford with 16. Harrison with 10. They've joined up a lot. Sinisterra and Rutter in 11 games. He only played 11 games. That's bad from me. Scored 5 goals. Even Dan James doing okay at Fulham. And Rodrigo with 3. As for player of the season, there's a couple of honourable mentions, of course. Harrison himself with double digits. Butcher has come through the academy brilliantly, and one of the defenders, Christiansen's just come on at the end of the season. I feel like Woba was the main man, ahead of Danzo and the others. You might think Bamford's been player of the season as well. Saved him for last, but no, he's not. My player of the season is Ilham Meslier. Hands down, the greatest shot stopper I have used in quite a while in career mode. 10 clean sheets isn't much. Well, in the Prem, out of 38 is quite a bit. But just what a couple of saves he's pulled out to keep us. Could have kept us in the league by all means. He's done it in real life for Leeds this season as Bamford 11th in the top scorers. Butcher 12th in the assists. Meslier was 2nd to Jose Sarr. It's only fair Sarr gets it as well in less games. That will bring us towards the end of the season as well. No room for anything else. It's a successful first season for Diego Simeone. I've got to say, a lot of players come back. A lot of players will be signed next year. Season number 1 in the belt. And I'm really confident for a future, a quite longish future as well, with Leeds United.